I'm Bill from Iron Will, and I'm going to talk about the most common reasons broadheads won't hit with field points. First inspect your arrow, make sure your broadhead is spinning true, make sure you're not getting vane contact. You can see marks on your vanes there possibly. Make sure the nock looks clean. Make sure there's no damage at all to the arrow shaft itself. Then I would typically say it's one of four things. Either you're underspined, you don't have enough vane on the back, you have a form issue, or a tune issue. So starting with the spine. There's spine charts you can check to make sure you're properly spined for your draw length and your bow poundage. You can check the charts on our website, ironwilloutfitters.com. In those charts, we've selected either optimal or slightly stiff. In a hunting arrow setup, it's better to be slightly stiff and slightly weak. You don't want to have excessive flexing. When you do have excessive flexing, you probably won't see a problem with field points. But when you have a broadhead on the front, that'll create some angle of attack that'll decrease accuracy. For vanes, we found that small target vanes don't work very well. 0.4 inch high vane isn't really high enough to stabilize a broadhead on the front. Whether it's mechanical or fixed, either one has more drag, more lift compared to a field point. And you want to make sure you have a tall enough vane on the back. We recommend a 0.5 inch or higher vane. The Iron Will 2.5 vane is a great vane for stabilizing broadheads and getting accurate flight. Having an out-of-tune bow can also make broadheads not hit with field points. Your bow doesn't have to be perfectly tuned, but if your arrow is coming out with a lot of fishtailing right or left or up or down, the broadhead's just going to catch more air, and that lift or that sideways force will push it off more than the field point. One method I like to use to check your tune and your form is to shoot a bare shaft versus a fletched shaft at a flat foam target at about 30 yards, just for field points on the front. What you want to see is that a bare shaft and a fletched shaft both have a point of impact within a couple of inches of each other, with those shafts being parallel. If you find that your bare shaft is hitting, say, to the right of the fletched shaft and it's at an angle tail left, well, that means it came off your bow tail left without any vanes to straighten it out. It just drifted right and impacted there. Now, if you repeat this a few times and you see the same point of impact, at least it'll say your form is consistent, but then you do need to improve the tune of your bow. If you're not seeing the same point of impact, it's hitting right first, then maybe left, up or down, then it's likely that your form isn't consistent or there's some other issue with your bow, like timing or something that would make inconsistent arrow flight coming off the bow itself. So again, if your broadheads are not hitting with field points, I would check four things: your form, tune, spine, and do you have enough vane on the back? If you take care of those four things, you should get very accurate broadhead flight and get broadheads to hit with field points out at very long range.